Good afternoon, fellow classmates and professor. I stand before you today as Isaac Pfeffer, not just a fellow student, but a responsible gun owner and advocate for firearms safety. Today I want to shed some light on you for a topic that hits very close to home to me, and that is the crucial importance of firearms safety. Did you know that according to NBC News, guns became the leading cause of death among children and teens in 2020, and that's even surpassing vehicle crashes, drug overdoses, and even cancer. This alarming statistic underscores the urgency of addressing the issue of firearms safety, particularly when it comes to proper storage. Growing up, I had a close encounter with the potential dangers of improperly stored firearms. It's an experience that drives me to advocate for responsible gun ownership and safer practices. Today, I want to discuss 3 points regarding the importance of safely storing firearms, and that is preventing accidents, ensuring safety for everyone, and reducing the risk of unauthorized access. Let's begin by examining the paramount importance of preventing accidents. Proper storage methods such as locking firearms in a safe or using trigger locks can significantly reduce the risk of accidental shootings. According to the Department of Justice, a vast majority of firearm-related incidences occurred to negligence in storing firearms securely. So that being said, I have some visual aids for you guys that I personally use to help keep my firearms secure. First off would be a trigger lock. So a trigger lock comes with almost every gun that you buy, and many places such as the NRA, your local cop shop, your sheriff's department will give these things out for free. Free stuff is the best stuff, guys. So here's an example right here. We have a trigger lock that is going through the frame of the gun, and it will not let you operate it. It will not close. It will not fire. You cannot even load it. This is the bare minimum. Here's another example of the trigger lock being used in almost a similar fashion, except this time it's going through the barrel. So again, same purpose. It is not allowing the firearm to be operated in any manner in which it can be shot. Up next, we have the traditional old school trigger lock, which will actually go over the trigger housing, rendering it from being fired at all. It'll simply go over the trigger, thus the trigger cannot be pulled, thus the gun cannot go bang. Moving on to one very simple aspect would be disassembling the firearm, also rendering it unoperable. And what I mean by that is simply removing the components of the firearm so that it cannot be fired. It needs one and the other to work properly. Almost finished up here. Another thing a lot of people don't realize is that when you buy a gun, in most cases today, they will come with a case. And on these cases will be little holes. Okay, and in here, I have installed a lock. This case is now turned into a safe. It cannot be opened without removal of the lock. And lastly, the probably most expensive route would be a safe or a cabinet. Now that being said, they sell cabinets, which are just a steel box that have locks on them. They sell them fairly cheap, anywhere from probably $40 to $400. And then once you get up past that $400 range, you start moving into actual safes. Safes would be the best bet. They're big, they're heavy, they have mechanized and digital locks on them most times. They cannot be moved very easily, they cannot be accessed very easily. You can store multiple belongings in there along with your firearms. Another way we can keep our firearms safe is by educating our family and friends about firearm safety rules and ensuring that everyone understands and follows them. By installing proper safety protocols, we can minimize the risk of accidents and tragedies. Transitioning from preventing accidents, let's dive into ensuring safety for everyone. Properly stored firearms prevent tragedies like unintentional discharges and incidences involving stolen firearms. Data from the CDC indicates that millions of children live in homes where firearms are stored and loaded, unlocked out to the public, leading to devastating outcomes. Installing safe storage practices as a responsible gun owner contributes to promoting a culture of firearm safety within our communities. By setting an example and advocating for responsible firearm storage, we can create a safer environment for everyone. Let's explore reducing the risk of unauthorized access to firearms. Properly storing firearms can help prevent theft, unauthorized access, thus reducing the risk of firearms falling into the wrong hands. Guarding firearms against theft and unauthorized access not only keeps the public safe, but it can help curb gun-related crimes and violence in our communities. By implementing secure storage measures, we are not only protecting our families, but we're also contributing to the greater good of society. I urge each and every one of you to take action today by educating yourselves, not just on practicing safe firearm storage, but looking into organizations such as Project Child Safe and the NRA and other free training resources that can help us bond and collectively move ourselves forward in safely securing our future and our firearms. Let's make a promise to ourselves and our families that we can do this for them. Remember, it's not enough to recognize the importance to safe storage of your firearms. We must actively implement these practices into our daily lives. Together, we can make a difference and ensure the safer future generations to come. Thank you for your attention, guys. I wish you all the best in your endeavors to promote firearm safety. Let's work together.